President Trump did not take a holiday from politics on Thanksgiving Day. He continued his recent complaints about Congress and judges blocking his initiatives. The president also warned Mexico he may close the entire southern border if the Mexican government cannot control immigrants trying to get into the U.S. Weijia Jiang is in West Palm Beach, Florida, near the president's Mar-a-Lago resort. Weijia, good morning.
Good morning, Dana, and good morning to everybody. In a televised Thanksgiving Day conference call with military leaders around the world, President Trump thanked service members, but he also took time to boast about himself while criticizing the federal judiciary and slamming the situation unfolding at the southern border.
If they have to, they're going to use lethal force.
President Trump said American troops will be allowed to use lethal force at the southern border against an approaching group of migrants.
I'm not going to let the military be taken advantage of.
A White House official says the president approved a memo from Chief of Staff John Kelly instructing the Department of Defense to allow use of force, including lethal force where necessary, even though it's illegal for the military to act as law enforcement. Defense Secretary James Mattis, characterizing the memo as a request, not an order, stressed most of the nearly 6,000 active duty soldiers will be unarmed.
If we find that it gets to a level where we are going to lose control or where people are going to start getting hurt, we will close entry into the country for a period of time.
The president also warned of a government shutdown in December if Congress doesn't approve funding for his proposed border wall.
The wall is just a part of border security, a very important part, probably the most important part.
And while still on the phone with troops overseas, the president's pep talk took a political turn.
We get a lot of bad court decisions from the Ninth Circuit, which has become a big thorn in our side.
As he complained about the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which issued a temporary restraining order earlier this week, blocking the Trump administration from preventing migrants who cross into the U.S. illegally from seeking asylum.
When they tell you how to protect your border, it's a disgrace.
In a rare statement this week, Chief Justice John Roberts pushed back against the president's rhetoric on federal judges.
John Roberts has been speaking a little bit about it.
But President Trump continued his public feud.
I like him and I respect him, but I think we have to use some common sense.
And President Trump continued his criticism of the Ninth Circuit on Twitter, writing security professionals at the border cannot do their job because, quote, judicial activism and interference from the Ninth Circuit. He also teased he'd make his first trip to visit deployed troops overseas, but would not say where or when. Alex?
Weijia, thank you.